It was a low moment for the NFL and Philadelphia Eagles when the team's defensive tackle Jalen Carter was caught spitting on Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott in the team's Week 1 matchup. It's normal for things to get heated on the field, but this was totally uncalled for, and the NFL quickly ejected Carter from the game. But we knew it wasn't going to end at that ejection. Now, the NFL has announced more punishment for Carter. When the NFL hands out these punishments, the purpose is not only to make the player at hand take responsibility, but also to deter other players from acting badly on the field. So, there's a bit of a punitive motivation for these punishments, too. NFL's final punishment for Eagles player in Dallas Cowboys game. This punishment could be seen as not strong enough, because the NFL's penalty for Carter wasn't a suspension. Instead, it was a $57,000 fine, which may sound like a lot of bags, but it's pocket change to NFL stars. The NFL did make the good point that because Carter was ejected right at the beginning of the Cowboys and Eagles game, that, in essence, was a one-game suspension. As for the incident itself, following Eagles fullback Ben Van Sumeren sitting on the grass with an injury after the opening drive, Carter walked up to Prescott and spit on Prescott. Carter was ejected from the game, which really hurt the Eagles' defense, since they depend on him. Cameras also showed Prescott spitting towards Carter, but at the ground, so it certainly wasn't the same thing. Carter has been a superstar ever since the Eagles drafted him number 9 overall in the 2023 NFL Draft. Last season, he notched NFL All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors. Next up, the Eagles take on the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, September 14th, and the Cowboys go up against the Giants the same day. Jalen Carter's manager speaks out about the news. Report. ESPN's Adam Schefter broke the news about Carter's penalty on his X account. NFL is fining Eagles DT Jalen Carter $57,222 for spitting on Dak Prescott, he said. The league also says the game he was ejected for will serve as a one-game suspension. After talking to the Eagles, the NFL, and the NFLPA, Jalen has decided not to appeal and focus on the Chiefs game, said Carter's agent Drew Rosenhaus. Followers were quick to comment about the news. A game without pay and a $50,000 fine. That is more than an adequate fine. That is then enough. One person on X commented about the news. He got off easy TBH, another stated. What would he have appealed, the fine? His suspension was changed to time served, another said. Absurd not to suspend him another game, one more added. FL making it up as it goes along for Eagles DT Jalen Carter. Ben Volen of the Boston Globe stated on X. Since he didn't play a snap last week before getting ejected for spitting, the NFL docked his game check and considers it his one-game suspension, allowing him to play Sunday versus Chiefs. People can debate whether or not it was an adequate fine. But the Cowboys are looking ahead, and that's what matters. In the most basic sports terms, the tape don't lie. And the truth the game tape told about Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens in a season-opening loss to the Philadelphia Eagles was hard to stomach. That truth the tape showed the world is that Pickens still has the same problems he had that led the Pittsburgh Steelers to trade him to the Cowboys in the first place. A terrible lack of effort that might eventually unravel a once promising career. Not enough effort, not enough commitment to the team. Former NFL offensive lineman and three-time Pro Bowler Taylor Lewan said on ESPN's Get Up on September 11th. The Cowboys need more from you when the ball's not coming your way. There needs to be a full package of commitment from George Pickens. You're a massively talented young man, but we can't have you jogging in run concepts. You've got to be all in. I need to watch that tape and know you're fully committed on every snap. Lewan, not only panelist, fed up with Pickens. Lewan's comments started a flood of criticism of Pickens, who has long been thought of as one of the NFL's most talented but most underachieving wide receivers. Pickens is also playing for what could be a life-changing free agent contract after the season. He was a second-round pick, number 52 overall, in the 2022 NFL Draft, and is in the final season of his 4-year, $6.75 million rookie contract. We saw it with the Steelers, ESPN's Adam Schefter said. Pickens doesn't give effort when he doesn't have the ball. The solution isn't going to be head coach Brian Schottenheimer calling him into his office to talk. It needs to be Dak Prescott talking to him and asking him if he's really all in. The Cowboys should be getting maximum effort from Pickens. He's looking at $25 to $30 million per year if he performs, so how hard is this to get him to show effort? In Pittsburgh, he was somebody they couldn't count on maximum talent, but the effort isn't there. Frustrations with Pickens could boil over quickly. Pickens' terrible performance against the Eagles mostly went under the radar. He had 3 receptions for 30 yards on 4 targets, mostly because of the controversy over Spickgate and fellow wide receiver CeeDee Lamb's critical drops in the second half. He'll get no such cover moving forward. The Cowboys return home for Week 2 for another NFC East Division game against the New York Giants. It's hard to see the Cowboys putting up with a prolonged lack of effort from Pickens, who has a history of on-field and off-field incidents throughout his entire career. The Ringer's Shao Kapadia predicted the move will backfire on the Cowboys to the point Pickens won't even last a full season in Dallas. "I'm like, it wouldn't shock us as George Pickens is off the roster by Thanksgiving," Kapadia said on the Ringer NFL show on August 18th. "I mean, everything is in play with that guy." Cornerback was a talking point through much of the offseason for the Cowboys, given their numerous injury concerns at the position. With Darren Bland set to miss multiple games, the team's secondary will be shorthanded early in the campaign. In spite of that, Dallas is not looking to pursue an outside addition at this time. The Exhibit's Josina Anderson reports the team plans on using its internal cornerback options while Bland recovers from a foot injury. Trayvon Diggs handled a part-time workload in Week 1, his first game action since off-season knee surgery, and trade acquisition Kaiir Elam was on the field for every defensive snap. That pairing will continue to be leaned on moving forward while Bland recovers. Considering the fact second-year corner Kalen Carson is on injured reserve while third-round rookie Siobhan Revel is on the reserve/NFI list, though, backup options are few and far between at the moment. Josh Butler is on the reserve/PUP list, meaning he too will not be available until at least Week 5. The Cowboys have over $38 million in cap space available if a free agent signing is to receive consideration. On that note, Anderson adds former Defensive Player of the Year Stephon Gilmore is open to a Dallas reunion. The soon-to-be 35-year-old worked as a full-time cornerback starter for the Cowboys in 2023. Last year, Gilmore played for the Vikings and remained a key figure on defense, 87% snap share, despite his age. Consideration was given to retirement in the offseason, but the 2-time All-Pro intends to play in 2025 under the right circumstances. With respect to finances, Clarence Hill Jr. of All City DLS notes Gilmore will not take a league minimum pact to return to Dallas. Anderson adds the 5-time Pro Bowler is also considering other options at this point, and nothing appears imminent with respect to a Cowboys return. As a result, the team's Week 2 preparations will continue with the likes of Triqueze Bridges, Reddy Stewart, and CJ Goodwin in position for backup roles.